It's time once again for Uncle Matt's bedtime story. Hello, everybody. It's Uncle Matt, and I'm here to read you another bedtime story. And have you ever been in bed and you're trying to fall asleep? You closed your eyes and you just can't sleep? There's some tricks maybe to help you get to sleep. Do you know some of them? Like maybe lying down and counting sheep. Yeah, that's a good one. Do you know any other tricks? Maybe just counting backwards from 100, and just doing that. And maybe you'll get sleepy. You just stop getting tired of counting and just go to bed. Well, there's someone else here that is a little sleepy. And I think this person has tried to fall asleep, or not really a person, this animal. Grumpy Monkey has been up all night. By Suzanne Lang, illustrated by Max Lang. We've read another Grumpy Monkey story recently. And let's see how Grumpy Monkey does today. Because sometimes when you don't get enough sleep, you are pretty grumpy. Isn't that right, Grumpy Monkey? This story was copyrighted in 2020. Get the cover shot again. All right. Here we go. Early in the evening, just about supper time, Norman heard a whole lot of whooping and hollering next door. "What's the ruckus?" Norman asked his neighbor Jim Pansy. "I'm so excited," Jim exclaimed. "I'm going to a sleepover at my parents' house." "My whole family will be there. Mom, Dad, and my big sisters Anne and Nan." "Who's that?" asked Norman. "Oh yeah, my little brother Tim," grumbled Jim. "But never mind, it'll still be fun." "Sleepovers are a good time," Norman agreed. Jim talked about all the great things he would do. "First, we're going termite fishing. Next, we'll tell scary stories, and then we'll have a midnight feast and wash it down with some jungle punch." "I wouldn't drink punch too close to bedtime," Norman advised. "Bedtime!" exclaimed Jim. "Nobody sleeps at a sleepover. We're going to stay up all night." "Sounds fun," said Norman. "Mind if I tag along?" A little later, they arrived at the tree where Jim's parents lived. "It's my little grumpy monkey," Jim's mom cried as she gave him a hug. "I'm so happy to see you." "Mom," moaned Grown, "I'm not little and I'm not a monkey. I'm an ape." Jim's mom smiled and ruffled his fur. "But you sure are grumpy," she said. "No, I am not," Jim scowled. "I like your mom," said Norman. "No fair, you didn't say we could bring a friend," said a voice coming down the path. "Who's that?" asked Norman. "That? Wow, let's see. Tim. That's Tim." "Tim," exclaimed Jim's family. "I thought you said he was your little brother," said Norman. "I had a growth spurt," said Tim. "What should we do first?" asked Jim's mom. Everyone answered at once. "Termite fishing." "Pick fleas off each other." "Bob for mangoes." "I know," said Tim. "Measure each other to see who's tallest." "Maybe our guest should choose," suggested Jim's dad, turning to Norman. "It's a tough decision," said Norman. "It all sounds fun." "Don't worry," said Anne. "There'll be plenty of time to do everything because we're going to stay up all night," cheered Jim and his siblings. I don't know, said Jim's mom. Staying up all night could make for some very grumpy monkeys. That's right. We don't want grumpy monkeys. So, the games began. It looks like they started with termite fishing, followed by flea picking. Can you see that up close? And bobbing for mangoes. Then they got scary stories. It was a dark and stormy night, said Jim, and Tim trembled. Your brother's scared, said Jim's mom. Why not tell a happy story instead? Yeah, let's tell happy stories. Midnight feast. Hey, you have to share the jungle punch, but you didn't share the bananas. A little argument going on there. Stay up all night. It's really dark, said Tim, looking around. Because it's night, snapped Jim. Are you grumpy? Asked Tim. No, said Jim. Just then, they heard a noise. And the noise was roar! Thunder, shouted Tim, and his eyes went wide. Oh no, now it's dark and stormy. Don't worry, said Jim. It's just Norman snoring. He does lots of funny snores. Sometimes it sounds like rah, 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 rah. And sometimes it sounds like poof, poof, poof. Tim laughed. Other times it's like a ha-wee, ha-wee. Jim and Tim laughed and laughed all night long. As the sun came up, Tim fell asleep. Good idea, little brother, said Jim as he tucked Tim in to lay down. But just as he was about to close his eyes, good morning, my monkeys, sang Jim's mom. Mom, shouted Jim, we're not monkeys, we're apes. I prefer gorilla, but yeah, ape works, said Norman. Oh, Jim, I told you staying up all night would make you grumpy, said Jim's mom, ruffling his fur. I'm not... I'm not. And it says, you'll always be my grumpy monkey, whispered Jim's mom. Well, and he's falling asleep. Look at that. He's sleepy. Well, I don't know. I used to like doing all-nighters. I don't really think I can too much anymore. I probably get tired closer to 1 o'clock or something in the morning. That's all the time we have for Uncle Matt's bedtime story. I hope you enjoyed that story, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.